Hi, Cheri Fogarty here, author of How to Get Happier and More Grateful Children in Just 21 Days, and founder of the Habit Gratitude Blueprint for Busy Moms and Families, where we show you step by step how to create the habit of gratitude in your busy family so you can have happier and more grateful children and be happier and more grateful yourself. And today I want to tell you what the 3 steps to gratitude are. If you want to teach your children to be more grateful, there are 3 things you have to do. The first one is to shape thoughts. You have to shape thoughts and awareness for gratitude. And the reason you have to do this is because it's human nature to take for granted things we've always had. Things that, we have so much in today's world. Our kids have more than any other children throughout the history of time. And yet, they're less and less grateful. They're not appreciative of most of those things. And again, it's human nature. If we've always had electricity, most of us aren't appreciative of electricity or appreciate electricity. If we've always had running water, we don't appreciate running water. That's just human nature. So what we have to do, the first step in teaching our children to be more grateful, is starting to be aware, paying attention to our thoughts and making sure they're grateful thoughts, and helping our children shape their thoughts for gratitude. Being aware, paying attention to all the things in our homes, in our lives, about ourselves, about our community, our homes, our families that we have to be grateful for, and there are a lot of things. So first and foremost, shape your thoughts and help your children shape theirs for gratitude. The second step in teaching your children to be more grateful is to make sure your words are in line with gratitude and happiness as well. Because really our words are just our thoughts manifested. So if you're blaming or complaining, or your children are, or talking about what you don't have versus what you do have, chances are your thoughts aren't grateful. You're not being grateful, so your thoughts probably aren't grateful. So once our thoughts are and awareness are on gratitude and appreciation, we have to make sure that our words reflect gratitude and appreciation and positive thoughts and abundance and kindness and compassion and all of those things as well. So once our thoughts and words are aligned, and again, if you catch yourself or you catch your children using words or blaming or complaining or talking about what you don't have, that's when you say stop. That's when you stop and you say, okay, listen, I wasn't being very grateful there. So instead, change your words, teach by example, and show your children what it means to change your words, and that also helps change thoughts. And finally, and this is probably the most important piece, the third thing you have to do to teach your kids to be more grateful, and again, for children, for teenagers in particular, which it can be harder to teach kids and teenagers. It's not impossible. You absolutely can. That's a myth out there that you can't teach kids, especially teenagers, to be more grateful, but you absolutely can. You just have to do it in the right way. You have to know what to do and how to do it. But the third thing for kids in particular, how important this is taking grateful actions. Because when kids, especially teenagers in particular, take grateful actions, let's say they give someone a thank you note, and that person gives them gratitude and appreciation in the process and says, thank you so much for giving me that thank you note. It really made me feel good. It makes your children feel good, and it creates this gratitude cycle, and it inspires more grateful actions. And that, for kids and teenagers in particular, is how they start feeling more grateful. Which is why it's so important, because you can't just think your way to gratitude, and neither can your kids. You can't just talk your way to gratitude, and neither can your kids. But when you shape thoughts, words, and actions together, that's how you start creating the habit of gratitude. And but you need all of those things, because again, like I said, you can't just think your way to gratitude, and neither can your children. You can't just talk your way into gratitude, and you can't just tell your children they have to be grateful. That doesn't work, right? That's never worked. I mean, telling my kids anything doesn't work. Do as I say, not as I do. And again, you have to be the example here. You have to shape your thoughts, make sure your words are in line with gratitude and appreciation, and take grateful actions and model this for your children. Because if you want your children to practice what you preach, you have to practice what you preach. If you want more grateful children, you have to be more grateful. And it all starts with shaping thoughts, words, and actions. So that's it. You can start doing it today. Start paying attention and shaping your thoughts, watching your words, paying attention to your children's words, and it'll be a good clue as to what their thoughts are. And if you want to know how to put that into action with super simple tools, because that's how you shape thoughts and words and actions. You can pay attention, you can be aware, but it's a lot easier if you use tools. So if you want to know more about that and how to actually put what I've just taught you into action and start doing it to create the habit of gratitude, head over to cherifogarty.com after the episode if you're not already there. And we have all sorts of tips, tools, strategies, and programs to help you do just that. In the real world we live in, as busy moms, it has to work, right? Everything we do, shaping thoughts, words, and actions, creating the habit of gratitude, has to work in the real world we live in. So we have all sorts of tips and tools and ideas and programs to help you do just that. And that's it. It's your turn now. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Let me know what you think of this. Let me know how this week you're going to shape thoughts, words, and actions, and what grateful actions you can take. Brainstorm some grateful actions with your kids, things that they can do to inspire more feelings of gratitude, whether it's helping out a friend or a neighbor, sending a thank you note, or anything like that. Brainstorm with your kids, get some ideas together, and then do them. So that's it. As always, thank you so much for being a mom or dad and for everything you do each and every day to be the best one you can be. It's a hard job, and I honor you for your commitment to being the best parent you can be. It's not an easy job, but it is one of the most important, if not the most important jobs in the world, because what we're doing, what we're teaching our children, the values we impart are doing nothing short of shaping the future of the world and making it a better place for us and for our children. So I honor you for your commitment to doing that. Thank you so much. And remember, as always, we absolutely can have happier, more grateful children. We can be happier, more grateful ourselves. And the way we change the world is one child and one family at a time, starting with your own. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next time.